Steven Spielberg has had an amazing directorial career for at least 50 years, but don't be fooled. He low-key loves aliens. If I'm counting this correctly, this is the 4th alien-related movie within his filmography. That's almost one alien movie every decade. Hey! We're not counting that. Hi, welcome to Film Stash. My name is Douglas Campbell. Summer's around the corner, which means more fireworks, more annoying social media posts, and of course, summer movies. At the time of this recording, there's actually a pretty decent lineup. But instead of seeing Obsession again, seriously guys, go see Obsession. I decided to take a chance on Steven Spielberg's latest film, Disclosure Day. A rogue cybersecurity expert, played by Josh O'Connor, steals classified files exposing an 80-year conspiracy theory involving extraterrestrial contact. While on the run, he teams up with a local meteorologist played by Emily Blunt, who begins exhibiting unusual abilities and communicating in otherworldly languages. Steven Spielberg's been into aliens for a while. From what I remember in my research, he was reading different articles on more information that has been coming out about UFO sightings. Him and David Kemp, they worked together. Fast forward to 2026, they finally disclose Disclosure Day. And for the past couple months, I've been seeing trailers for this movie anytime I go to the movies, because, I go to the movies a lot. I can't take them seriously. I'm sorry, I can't. Every time I saw the trailer, it looked like a fake trailer. From shots that looked weirdly AI generated, like Coca-Cola Christmas commercial AI generated, to overly cliche dialogue.
People have a right to know the truth.
People have a right to know the truth.
They are starved for the truth.
They are starved for the truth.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world. Jump! The whole thing felt so vague and so overdramatic that I kept expecting the trailer to be like some sort of SNL reveal at the very, very end of it. What's the thing to be disclosed? It just did not look real. Oddly enough, the only thing about that trailer that worked for me and made me want to check it out was Emily Blunt's weird clicking sound. How those clicking sounds were layered into the score. I thought it actually was really effective.
Let's take a look at
Today, Junior?
And it's exactly what the trailer looked like to me. I'm sorry. Disclosure Day is a fairly generic sci-fi blockbuster that will, honestly, probably make for a pretty decent in-flight movie 10 years from now. You know what? That was pretty good. But that doesn't mean it's bad. At nearly 80 years old, Spielberg proves that he can still direct the hell out of a blockbuster. The movie establishes its characters quickly, it introduces the central mystery, and it moves from set piece to set piece, not really losing any momentum. And there's enough suspense to keep things engaging. Although with how fast things go, I kinda wish he dived into the characters a little more. But thankfully, the performances themselves, they do most of the heavy lifting here. Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth, they elevate dialogue that we've heard countless times in countless iterations, and even though a lot of it is the same old, they bring a certain gravitas to it and this urgency that it feels like, okay, you know what? Okay. But Emily Blunt, especially in this movie, she is fantastic. Now, her character, she is constantly shifting between this emotional vulnerability, but also this almost enlightened, almost supernatural presence that just kind of takes over her body. Her role, basically, in the movie, she's a giant deus ex machina, here to save the day when Steven Spielberg traps his characters in a corner. Is it convenient? Yeah, but also, she sells the hell out of this role. Her just randomly speaking Korean and then pulling back and what? I don't know how to speak Korean. It's a genuinely compelling performance that keeps me invested in this mystery that, let's be real, is not so mysterious. The movie itself, it is very competent. It's Steven Spielberg after all. Even on a bad day, he's gonna direct a movie so much better than a lot of the modern directors out there. But admittedly, this film, the concept really, it's a little bit outdated. In terms of the execution, it doesn't feel like it's from 2026. But there is still some things that interest me about it. Why did Steven Spielberg feel that he needed to tell this story, right now? Disclosure Day takes decades of conspiracy theories on extraterrestrial activities and government conspiracies and just asks the question, what if it were all true? But in 2026, does anyone really care? At this point, aliens showing up would be a little notches under what's Trump up to today on people's lists. But the film, it just is constantly returning to this idea about truth. The very idea of truth, exposing it, suppressing it, protecting people from it, questioning whether society is ready or not for it. In a very obvious way, the aliens here are less of a point and more of a metaphor for our growing distrust within government institutions, and more specifically, the people who hold power. And the big question ultimately is just, would revealing it actually liberate us, or would it destabilize us? Or both. Minor spoilers ahead. When the truth is finally disclosed, the film leaves much of the aftermath on a very ambiguous note. There isn't much signs whether the world will be more positive for it or go on a negative course from it. It leaves it open to interpretation, and I very much do appreciate ambiguity. On the other hand, I think the film, it leans a little too sentimental in the approach. Like, people seemingly accept this earth-shattering news like almost immediately, with no question. I understand what he's going for. The truth has set us free. But I just wish there was like more of a nuance with people, you know? Nobody believes in anything anymore. We are just so desensitized to information. I just wished it was a little bit more nuanced. Hope, chaos, doubt. It's AI! It's not AI! In the end, I think Disclosure Day, it's a very inoffensive, like sci-fi action thriller. It's well crafted and it's very much elevated by the performances themselves. You know what you're getting if you saw the trailer. I will say I did have a good time with the movie, so I would probably give this thing a 6.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Any help you can give my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're already subscribed to me, thank you so very much. I'm getting a bit closer to my end of the year goal of 700 subscribers. So if you're able to help me, please subscribe down below. Well, that's all the time we have for today here on Film Stash. My name is Douglas Campbell, and if you excuse me, I gotta add to the stash.